I just have a question. Shouldn't the clipper be after the compressor?
No? Why?
I don't know. It's just I thought it was like usually you would put the clipper in the end. Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
we're gonna do a paint lesson, bro. So look, what the clipper does and why you wanna have the clipper first. Like why you wanna have the clipper before the compressor is because if you look at it, I don't know where my mouse is. There we go. So here's like a wave, right? We have like a wave going like this. Alright, that's your song basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And so what a
I
clipper
recognize it. That's my song.
yeah, exactly. Like if you just zoom in, bro, like it's one to one. It's one to
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's literally like you can even see it's the sample, you know? Like you can anyway. Yeah. Um so no, but for real, if you have a clipper, right? What a clipper does is it kind of whenever you have the threshold, right? You're gonna have like a threshold of the clipper. Maybe let me do a different color. This is the threshold of the clipper, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here's what happens with the clipper whenever you bring down the threshold. So you bring it down, you bring it down, you bring it down, and all of a sudden you hit the waves, right? The waveform,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you hit it from both sides because it actually,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, I'm just gonna do it from one side because it's easier for me to draw. And so what happens with the clipper now? All of this, everything that's above the threshold, just gets cut off,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the clipper takes your wave and it makes it flat. And that's also why the clippers add harmonics, right? Because you hear a lot of people like it adds the clippers add saturation, they add harmonics, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they simply do that because when they cut off that, like they when they cut off the waveform, right? It's you cannot actually make the waveform flat. You cannot actually make it flat. Like instead, what you have there is like a really small waveform going like this.
Okay.
So when it's zoomed out, it looks like it's flat, but it's actually not. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
zoom it like
Okay.
really closely in, it's gonna be very close to flat, but not really flat. So that's why it adds harmonics, right? And so that's the clipper. And so you wanna add it first because what it's gonna do is whenever you have the waveform, especially with drums, right? You have like a kick which goes like this, right? And then it goes small. And then you have
Mm-hmm.
a snare which goes like this, and then it goes small, right? It's gonna take those like highest of the highest peaks, right? Which whatever that is gonna take that and it's just gonna trim it like slightly there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna cut them off completely. So you're gonna get more space, like you're gonna get more headroom to the when it comes to the loudness of everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wanna add the compressor next because when we go back to our wave, what a compressor does is instead of clipping it, like fully clipping it off, chopping it off, what the compressor does when you have the threshold, like you bring it down, you usually have a ratio in the compressor. And if you
Mm-hmm.
have and if you do not have like a ratio knob, like for example in the LA2A, you do not have the ratio knob. It still has a ratio, you just cannot control it.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And so when you have that ratio, it basically takes that wave, which in this case it's whatever it caught above the threshold, and it compresses it, so like turns it down by that ratio. So if you have a 1/4 ratio, right, 1 to 4, then it's gonna make it like 1 to 4 size, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, and if you have it 1 to 2 ratio, then it's gonna cut it by half.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make it smaller by half, right? And so that's what the compressor does. And so why do you wanna, again, going back to what I was saying, why do you want to have the clipper first and then the compressor second? Is because when you have that clipper, it's gonna basically take whatever the peaks, like it's gonna take the peaks that are really high, and it's gonna chop them off, like completely chop them off, right? And it's gonna like make those small harmonics. So it's gonna add saturation. It's gonna add like the nice sounding stuff, or whatever you wanna call that. And then you can take the compressor. So I'm actually make another line, so it's like we can see it. Actually, no, I'm gonna use the same one. Fuck it. And then you can use the compressor, right? And then bring the threshold, like let's say to here. I don't know. Let's say to here. And what's that gonna do is it's gonna take this, it's gonna slightly squeeze it to whatever ratio you set it to. And then you can take all of that and tune it up with volume matching. So you take everything, the entire waveform, and you tune it back up. So here you can see my fucking pretty drawing, right? But anyway, bro, so you literally take whatever the clipper did, right? The saturation, the harmonics, the everything that the clipper did, you take it, you squeeze it, and then you tune it back up. So it like squeezes the juice out of it. I don't know how to describe it otherwise. It just takes whatever the clipper added and it makes it more noticeable. That's like why usually, like whenever people add the compressor or something like that, they say they added the compressor to like squeeze the juice out of it. I don't know. Maybe you ever heard it in like my videos that I said that.
Yeah, I did.
That's literally what I meant by doing that.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, that's literally the paint explanation, bro. The professional fucking explanation of how to do shit. Like how to make beats, bro. Gotta do it in paint.
Yeah. The paint explanation on how to make beats.
Yeah, bro, you have to draw, like, if you don't draw your waveforms in paint, bro, then you're not a real beat maker, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you draw it by hand, and then you have to convert it into the beat.
Yeah. Well, that's how I made my last beat, so it's crazy that you mention it here.
Yeah. I heard that's how Kanye made made his albums like before Vultures. Yeah, that's why Vultures were like bad, because then he started using the actual like equipment and shit, you know.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like people were scared that he was using AI for the vocals, but like, bro, I'm more scared that he wasn't using the paint for making the beats, bro. Anyway, yeah.
Paint vocals.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. So, if you want to learn to sample like Kanye West, then check out my 90 days God tier sampling roadmap in Sample Academy. It's first link in the description, and see you there.